Let's go inside out with our NBA insider, Ian Begley. So the Knicks came into Monday just a half game out of the #4 seed and have home court advantage in the East. And Julius Randle has done it all for them. He's expressed desire to remain in New York. Is he playing for the highest possible extension after the season?
Well, there's no doubt, Maria, because the Knicks can offer him an extension this offseason, 4 years, $106 million. And he is playing at that level where that contract would make a lot of sense for the Knicks. So if Randle wants the security and the years, he can have it, I'm sure. But he could also play his way into free agency. And so he could be an unrestricted free agent after next season. Now, the way he's playing now, I would think the Knicks would want to lock him up to that extension if they can. It's going to be interesting to see how things play out this summer. But Randle has the opportunity, because of how he's played, to really cash in beyond the current contract he's on in New York.
Well, he's making a great case for most improved player. And speaking of hardware, Quinn Snyder, Monty Williams, they may be leading candidates, but should Tom Thibodeau be getting the votes for Coach of the Year?
He's definitely in the conversation. I mean, look, he took over a Knicks team that finished 21 and 45 last year. A lot of the roster was back. So, it's not as if he brought back, he was dealing with this elite roster. And then you look at the way he's gotten this club to defend night in and night out. They're top 5 in the NBA in defensive rating. They've been there for much of the season. And he's doing it without an elite defender on the roster. I mean, Mitchell Robinson, strong around the rim. He hasn't been in the lineup for most of the season. Frank Ntilikina, strong perimeter defender. He's not in the rotation. So it's a group effort, and that's a credit to the players, but it's also a credit to Thibodeau and his coaching staff. So I don't think he will be able to beat out Monty Williams, and I think that he will get the nod, maybe Quinn Snyder, but certainly Tom Thibodeau is in the conversation because of how he's gotten these Knicks to play so far this season.
He deserves a great deal of credit. And the Knicks got the best of the Pelicans on Sunday, but all the talk has been about Zion post-game, saying New York is his second favorite place to play after New Orleans. Is there anything to these comments beyond the surface?
I mean, we know when R.J. Barrett was talking about playing with Zion Williamson before the Knicks drafted him, that obviously they played together at Duke, and so you can go there if you want to. But, you're talking about something that's not going to happen until 5 years from now at the earliest, because Zion Williamson is not going to turn down a max extension from the New Orleans Pelicans when he's coming off his rookie deal. So you could cross it off the list until at least 2026, 2027. And maybe we could start talking about it at that point. But if you're a Knicks fan and you've been paying attention to this team for the last 2 decades, you've dealt with a lot of losing, a lot of embarrassing things off the court, I would say just enjoy this season. Don't worry about what may or may not happen 5 years from now.